Allah Azza wa Jalla is acknowledging that you will not know from their outwardly behavior that there's something pure and beautiful going on the inside. And that's when you'll appreciate the next ayah. وَمَا يُدْرِيكَ لَعَلَّهُ يَزَّكَّى. And what would give you any clue? Diraya in Arabic, diraya is to take a alama, some kind of indication or a clue, and from it arrive at a conclusion, discovery. In other words, to put it in simple English, you don't have any tools, means, no clue at your disposal by which you might discover لَعَلَّهُ يَزَّكَّى, that he may have come to you to better himself. You know, when people come to you, especially if they're being obnoxious or they're being socially inappropriate, then your first thought is to think, why couldn't they act better? Don't they have, the decency to do this later? Don't they see I'm busy right now? All these thoughts come in your head about, why are you talking to me so loudly? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Because we have certain norms we're accustomed to, and they're not abiding by those norms. And Allah says, stop thinking this way. Acknowledge that there may be something really, their desire, لَعَلَّهُ يَزَّكَّى, hopefully he wants to cleanse himself, even just a little bit. And Allah Azza wa Jalla beautifully said, يَزَّكَّى here, not يَتَزَكَّى. يَتَزَكَّى means to completely cleanse yourself. يَزَّكَّى, the mudgham form, is to at least start off cleansing yourself. Because in that one gathering, when the Prophet ﷺ will tell him one thing, might be more, at least he starts on his road to becoming better. لَعَلَّهُ يَزَّكَّى. And in it there's actually a very powerful hint for believers and for Muslims who want to better themselves. That any reminder, people often, I hear this all the time. What's the point of going to speeches and lectures and talks? No, nothing ever changes. There's all these speeches and nothing ever changes. And people are listening to all these lectures, but nothing. Really, because you checked everybody's heart that nothing changes. I'm really glad you have that kind of vision. Because I don't. What is the Quran in its entirety? Speech. That's what it is. Sincere words will do a few things. The best case scenario is that someone tries to make themselves a better person. النَّمُوُ فِي الْخَيْرِ وَالْبَرَكَةِ, which is what tazakki is. To make yourself, to advance yourself, to take this advice to heart and to actually do something about it. And by the way, those who are impaired, like the blind one, do they have equal opportunity? They don't. So the few opportunities they get, they value them more, don't they? And so you may hear hours and hours and hours of stuff, and they may hear 10 minutes worth of stuff, but they took more advantage of those 10 minutes than you were maybe taking of hours of stuff that you heard or you learned. There's a difference because there's a rare commodity for them. They value it more. But so the best case scenario is you actually do change. You hear something and it changes your behavior right away. But there's another scenario. And the other scenario is that you hear something and you're taking it in and you're pondering over it and you're thinking about it and you go back and think about it some more, and this is actually what's called tadakkur. Tadakkur means that you remembered it lingered in your mind, you haven't changed yet, but at least your mind has started to change. Your thoughts have started to change. So what's the other case scenario? أَوْ يَذَّكَّرُ. Or he may take benefit from the reminder, meaning you won't see an outwardly change, but something's happening on the inside. Man khashiya ar-Rahmana bil-ghayb means a couple of things. The one who fears ar-Rahman in the unseen means on the outside you don't see them change at all. But something's going on the inside. There's something taking place. The change of a human being is often compared with the change of a plant growing. And the most important part of the life of a plant is what's happening under the ground. The seed is turning into roots and a stalk, but most of for a good part of that growth, you don't see anything above the ground. There's something happening, but all of it is in the unseen. Things are changing inside a person's heart when they hear something. But they don't walk out of here and become a different person right away. There's time that's taken. It takes time to grow and foster. And so, أَوْ يَذَّكَّرُ in the ayah is saying, okay, maybe he'll learn something and it'll improve him right away. That's يَزَّكَّى. Or the other scenario, أَوْ يَذَّكَّرُ, or he will make an effort to remember later on. And he'll apply this or think about it and it'll foster other thoughts in him. فَتَنْفَعَهُ الذِّكْرَى. Then down the road, that powerful reminder that you gave him, dhikra is the mubalagh form of dhikr, that powerful reminder that you gave him will actually be of benefit to him. Meaning even if it doesn't benefit him right now, maybe it'll benefit him down the road in the future.